Hello, I am Sentimus Prime, and here I will be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars set number 75345, the 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack. Now, first and foremost, we will be taking a look at the minifigures themselves, and if you know about the Star Wars mythos, you'd probably already know who the 501st are. But to give you a quick little brief on them, the 501st are a unit of elite clone troopers that have been specially picked out by Senator Palpatine to go on special missions to fight alongside Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano. But with that out of the way, let's actually get into the review. Now, first, we will be taking a look at the 501st Clone Specialist, the sort of poster boy of this battle pack. Now, I will say he does look nice. The printing on him looks good. He does have his arms molded in blue. Here's how he looks from the back. He got some nice printing. He's got a little bit of printing on the legs, and he's got a decent printing on the front torso. And even here on like his chest plates, he's got like these little yellow lines. That's nice. He's got this sniper rifle weapon with this silencer attachment to it, which is basically just a black candle, my bad. It's basically just a black Lego candlestick that's been attached onto this, and it's pretending to be a silencer, but it's alright. It does a good job. Now, the helmet is very nice. It has this white visor attachment piece on it. Now, you can swing this up to reveal the helmet and all its glory. Very nice. Has a good printing. There's a good bit of sculpting to it. It's very nice. You can remove it to reveal the clone trooper's head. Very nice. There's a good printing on that. It's a very nice, medium nougat color. Very nice. He has no back printing on his head. Let's just put that back on. Very nice. Can hinge up and down. And of course, he does have all the articulation you would expect from a minifigure. Very nice. Taking a look at the next one, here we have the 501st Officer. Come on, focus, camera. Focus. 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 There we go. So here we have the 501st Officer. Now, of course, removing this, his head is the same. All of their heads are going to look like this. Come on. Come on. Camera's not working with... There we go. Now all of their heads are going to look like this. No printing on this back. It's got in this medium nougat color and the printing. Let's just put that on. All of their faces are going to be like that. So here we do get a bit of differentiation with the officer. Here he has a blue ammunition belt. There's a little bit of blue detailings on the back of his torso, on his back. His helmet, rather than having the white visor thing, he has this antenna piece. Very nice. His legs have slightly more printing than the others. Boop. Just pop that off. Easy enough. We could just pop right back on. got some decent torso printing. His chest does not have the yellow stripes that the specialist has. And of course his arms are molded in white, and he comes equipped with a pistol. A very small pistol. So small that the set includes a spare, which means if you want, you can have this guy be dual wielding the pistols. Pew pew. Bang bang, bullet bullet, bullet bullet, gun. So you got that, very nice. And then we have the two 501st Heavy Troopers. Now these guys are completely identical. Now these two are completely identical in every single way. So we're just going to be looking at one. So helmet wise, the printing is slightly different than the other two. You see, we got a little bit of extra black lining and stuff on this one. But aside from that, it's mostly the same. Now, instead of an antenna piece, he has this. They both have this like blue, like head, like sun, like shield piece that goes over his helmet. Very nice. And of course, the printing looks good. The legs for both these guys are completely identical to the legs on the specialist. Very nice. Yes, they both have white molded arms. That's how the back looks. I am going to be removing this so I can show you how that looks. So yeah, that's how both of their printing looks. It's basically the Clone Trooper armor back, but with this added stripings. They of course have these added like backpack thingies. They have these printed 1x1 tiles adding on the helmets and the head. Very nice. There's how the front printing looks. Very nice. Got a little bit of extra armoring on it. It's very cool. And of course, they both come equipped with this double-barreled blaster with the binoculars as like an extended barrel. They both use a pair of black binoculars as like an extended barrel attachment. And they both have that. Very nice. Very cool. Very nice. Do get a good bit of weaponry with these guys. Now let's move on to the main build. Now the main build appears to be this turret thing that the 501st have used a few times throughout the Clone Wars. At least this is what appears. This is what it seems to be. This turret thing is very interesting. It's very simple. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It looks like something that has been seen in the Clone Wars series. Very nice. It's a nice simple build with this long turn thing, and it's also on 4 legs, 4 individually articulated legs. Very nice. It also features a clear 2x2 rounded brick for what I assume is stability. So apparently it's going to be like have it like this, so it wouldn't like sag to the ground or anything. But with how sturdy all of these legs are, you don't really have to worry about that. Like, they're pretty solid legs. They can hold this up, no problem. So you can just remove this and just like not deal with that. And then boom, you have a new part for your collection that you don't even need for this build. Very nice. But we're going to be attaching it back for review purposes. Very nice. You got a Technic built barrel, which is very simple yet pretty good. Just got a tooth gear piece right there. Got some half bushings and stuff. Very nice. Now for articulation stuff, the turret itself can move up, can hinge up about that far, and it can hinge down not at all, but it can hinge straight forward like that. And for the legs, they can all go left and right like so. They all can go left and right like so, and they all have ratcheting knees that can bend about that far. Very nice. So they hinge. So the base of their legs has this hinge left and right, and then the knees also have like these ratcheting joints. Very nice. You do get not a whole lot of articulation, but it's enough to get the job done. It's very nice. I do like some of the red accents to it. It's very nice. So the yellow added onto the turret is kind of odd, but it is a nice part to include because these are the types that has the holes through them. Very cool. And there's also a few of these like silver tooth pieces. That's nice. I can kind of see this as like a nice parts pack. Very cool. I do like a lot of the parts that are included in this build. Well, like I said, it does appear to be a very simple yet nicely executed build. That works for this set. Now there is a spot here where you can sit a minifigure. Let's just attach this back on. There is a spot here where you can attach the minifigure on. So what's going to happen is there's no studs here. So what's going to happen is that this wall here, so you basically attach the minifigure by sliding the legs over this wall right here, like so. Let's just reattach his antenna piece, because that keeps falling off for some odd reason. Then boom, now we have a clone trooper piloting this turret while dual wielding pistols. Yeah, baby. Very nice. There doesn't appear to be like any place for the other minifigures to go to. So I guess they're just in a formation, like shooting at the enemy, I guess. Very nice. The turret does also include a pair of these translucent red missile pieces. And how these work is you basically push these through this brick, this spring brick push that in until it locks in place. Then you move it aside and you decide to aim it at a target or something. Let's just grab the specialist for this job. And then once you aim it, you basically press down on the back end of this missile part, and boom. Very nice. It's fun, it's simple yet effective, and it's also pretty fun to do. Very nice. Pushing it in, it doesn't fire using this obvious barrel. It fires from down here. So you can see that and how obvious that looks. It does come with a spare, with an extra one in case you lose one. Very nice. Lots of stuff. Very cool. And not a whole lot else. Get a good bit of stuff for what little there is to get. I honestly really like it. It's so the idea. So this is one of those battle packs, and the whole idea behind this battle pack is to army build this set so you can have an army of clone troopers. Like, that's pretty obvious. Like, you can. It's honestly really good. And they also come with this nice build that's they could also like army build with the clone troopers. Very nice. Very nice. As far as army builders go, this is very nice. I do like it. You do get a good variety as well as a good number of clone troopers. 501st clone troopers. You get a nice little turret build that has a sweet firing gimmick. Just pushing that in. Has a sweet firing gimmick. Sweet like launching gimmick. And if you don't want too many of these, or if you don't want any of these at all, if you're just getting them for the clone troopers, you can take this apart and have it be a nice parts pack. And it can also function as like a nice parts pack because there are some really neat pieces in here that can be helpful in mock building. Very nice. Overall, it's a very nice army builder set, and I do enjoy it. Not entirely sure if I'm buying like any more duplicates of the sets. Maybe, but I can't really guarantee that. But I will say I do overall recommend this set. And that'll be it. If you enjoyed this review, consider to like and subscribe and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.